it's Brujita back again with another pick a card reading, and today's reading is going to be all about what are their intentions with this connection. Okay guys, so we've got group number 1 with the smoky quartz, we've got group number 2 with an agate, however you say it, and then we have group number 3 is going to be the fluorite. Just take a minute, breathe, choose your pile, and we'll dive right in. Okay, group number 1 with the smoky quartz, this is your reading. So we have some channeled messages, we'll put those over here. And we're going to start off with the tarot. So we've got the Fool in reverse, the King of Pentacles upright, and the Lovers. Okay. So I feel like definitely there's a connection here, okay? And as we dive into it a little bit more, we will get into that. But there's definitely a connection. The King of Pentacles talks about abundance, right? So I feel like maybe this person is focused on their career or trying to focus on their career, because we have the Fool here, which talks about being reckless, right? Let's go a little bit more. So then we have the World in reverse, right? Which talks about, the Sun in reverse, which talks about just being down, right? So maybe something happened with your connection and they're just like feeling kind of down about it. Let's see. Okay, the World talks about, okay, I feel like this is a no contact situation, right? Where you guys are like just not talking. The World in reverse talks about seeking closure. And I feel like this person's seeking closure from you. There was some kind of competition, maybe it had to do with work, to where they felt like they had to try to get up to your level because of how abundant you are. I mean, that's just really all I can feel. But they feel like very weighed down by this. I wonder what that means. Like lack of motivation. It talks about lack of motivation and being weighed down, right? Maybe this connection was just holding them back, making them be reckless. So then we have success, simplicity, and wonders. Yeah. Okay. So to me, success is obvious, right? It kind of goes back to that King of Pentacles, talking about success, abundance, right? And I feel like you make it look so easy, and they wonder how it is that you're able to do that. How are you able to manifest the way that you do? Because again, this feels almost like a competition, right? Where it's like they want to be at your level. That's not to say like that you are like super just flowing in the money, right? That's not to say that at all. More like you just are very successful at what you do and they want that. So we have the underworld, right? Eros, and then the sustainer. And to me, what this is, the underworld talks about like shadow work, right? What is shadow work? The integration of ego, trying to reconcile the parts that we're not too happy with. And I feel like this person right here is going through that, and you are sustaining them, whether or not you realize it. Like you are kind of carrying them over in this process. But you guys are joined by lust. Eros is all about lust. Or just intimacy, right? And so whatever kind of intimacy you guys have, even if it's not physical, it could be spiritual, it could be emotional, this is sustaining them. And they are just in complete wonderment at how you're able to do that for them. That just came to me. Okay, so then we have 2 channeled messages. So it says, do you still think of me? And our intensity scares me. So yeah, I feel like there's like mad connection. I mean, you guys have the Lovers, right? And then you have this Eros. And I feel like this person just like really sees you as just freaking awesome. And they're just like, wow, like how do I get on this person's level? Like how do I get where they're at? That's where I want to be. So yeah, that was really short. A lot didn't really come to me this time, but yeah, I feel like this is really to the point though, honestly. I mean, it is almost like a competition, but I feel like it's not a negative competition. It's like you make this person want to be better. That's what I got. Yeah. But they are seriously just in awe of you and how you just make success look so easy. And there's definite passion there. I mean, come on. Eros, the lovers. Our intensity scares me. Like, do you still think of me too? You might want to consider reaching out to this person. Or if it's a no contact, like, consider breaking that. Because I feel like this person really wants to hear from you. So that is what I have for you guys. Pile 1. Okay, pile number 2 with the agate. This is your reading. So we're going to start off with the tarot. So we have the 9 of chalices and the hermit. So I'm just going to say the 9 of chalices is very similar to the 9 of cups. It is the 9 of cups. And that is like a wish come true. Like, you are a freaking dream for this person. You are like everything that their person should be. Then we also have the hermit. And that talks about like going inward. I feel like you've really made this person like just really reflect upon themselves. Like, they're seeing you and they're like, wow. And I feel like it was almost like a surprise. It's just like what's coming to me is they're just like, wow, I didn't expect this at all. Like, and they're just like really just rethinking a lot of things of what, I don't want to say like they thought their person should be, of maybe just what they thought they wanted out of life. So the Knight of Cups upright, they think that you are very charming. You are very, very charming. You're very, you have a lot of imagination. Like, I just feel like this person, the word I get is enamored. They are very enamored by you. And then they have a Pentacles in reverse, but they are like spiritually poor. Like, they feel like they are very spiritually poor. And I feel like they're going through a lot of like just with the Hermit as well, it talks about like going inward, introspection. Like, I feel like it's kind of making them realize like how spiritually poor they are. And you might be very spiritual as well. So I feel like you're just kind of making them reconsider things. I know it's kind of hard to see up here, but we have the the Four of Swords upright, which talks about meditation, contemplation. So I feel like you've really made this person think about a lot. Oh, perfect. So then the next 2 cards, I have happiness and change. You make them so happy. You make them so happy, and you've brought about a lot of change within them with the 5 of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit upright. Like, you have definitely made them kind of go inwards and like reevaluate themselves. So then we have the Warrior, and then we have the Father. So I feel like this is you, the viewer. Like, they just see you as like this warrior, like this just ethereal being, and you're just like, you're not afraid of anything, and you just go out and you conquer the world, and they see that in you. And they are the Father, and they just want to like I just feel like they just want to take care of you. Like, I know it doesn't say that in the cards, but that is just the vibe that I'm getting. They just like, oh my gosh, look at you. Like, you are just fighting so hard. You were just doing everything in all of your 9 of Chalices glory, and I just want to take care of you. Like, that's the vibe I'm getting. So we have the channel messages as wait for me. So to me, that's kind of like, wait for me to go through this transformation. Like, wait for me to kind of get my shit together, kind of get it together, right? And then I have let's get nasty freaky. Okay, so this person definitely thinks like you are it. Like, you are a hot tamale. You are all that in a bag of chips. Oh my gosh, I just aged myself. Yuck. So yeah, that's definitely the vibe that I'm getting here. I'm actually going to pull more from this tarot, the original tarot, the red ones, sexual tarot, because I feel like this message is not complete. So let me just, it's kind of hard to do that on camera, honestly. I'm just going to do it over here. Okay, well, 1 was enough. Thank you. Thank you, though. So we have the Queen of Wands, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles. So the 10 of Pentacles, it's in reverse, talks about the dark side of wealth. So maybe they're like worried that you might want something from them. I don't know. That's kind of weird. Or they're like, yeah. I don't know. Let's see what the Queen of Wands. Don't be demanding of them. Don't ask for too much during this time because if you try to push this connection too much, it's going to make them put their guard up. I feel like this person has been through a lot of situations where like people just want things from them and they're worried about that. Give them their space. They will appreciate it. Definitely. That's what I'm getting. Alrighty, pile number 2. I hope that was helpful. If it resonated, comment below. If it didn't, we'll take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as we all know. And thanks for tuning in. Alrighty, pile number 3 with the fluorite. Welcome to your reading. So we're going to start off here. So we have the 2 of chalices and the knave of chalices. So those are like the cups, right? The cups. So we've got, there's definitely attraction here. Like this person is definitely attracted to you. They think you're charming and beautiful and just like amazing. Like they really are into you. So then we have the Page of Swords. Let me move those up here. The Magician in reverse, and then the 3 of Cups. So for me, the 3 of Cups is like my cheater card. Like I don't, in my deck personally, I always feel like that's a cheater card. As opposed to like just a third party kind of thing. Like I just, yeah. There's definitely something that they are hiding. So this one, the Page of Swords, talks about like being all talk, no action, like just very like just messy. Okay, there's a lot, and I get like a very chaotic energy. Like I'm not gonna lie, like when I read intuitively, and I read emotions and energies. So for me, like I just feel like just messy, right? And this one, the Magician in reverse, talks about manipulation, right? We know that the magician is the master manifester. He brings from the spiritual realm into the physical. But just like anything that can be used for good can also be used for bad. So, but he wants you. So I feel like you guys are already in some kind of like sexual situation, or he definitely wants to be, okay? And you feel like home. You feel like home. You make this person feel secure within themselves. So then we have the Bridge and a Gate. So to me, this card in particular, it kind of feels like some kind of psychic connection. Like, I feel like you two are like 2 different types of people. Like, you're not people that people would normally say, like, oh my gosh, you guys are so great together. Or you guys would go together. Like, I feel like you're kind of an odd pairing, but you get each other. You get each other. And, like, that's what matters, right? At the end of the day, it's not anyone else's relationship but yours. So then we have my desire is unreal as a channeled message. And this one actually had 3. So then we say, I can't tell you how I really feel. I can't be vulnerable. Okay. That's so interesting. Because then we have security here. Maybe this is what they want to do. They want to find enough security in this connection to be able to be vulnerable with you. But don't forget, I did say, like, I feel like they're hiding something. So maybe, you know what I mean? It could be that they're hiding that their desire is so unreal. Maybe this person's married and they're, like, so freaking into you and they just don't know how to tell you, like, hey, like, I'm married and I'm into you and it's freaking me out. And then we have cheater. So yeah. Yeah, I think that kind of speaks for itself. And I know that I pre-pull these, right? I don't shuffle them on here just because of like where the positioning is. It's really hard for me to shuffle on here, but I don't like pre-pick these cards. I really don't. Like, I definitely believe that the cards will fall as they may. I don't look at them beforehand. I just pull them out and I just read them for you guys. So, you know, I also don't like watching people shuffle whenever I watch pick a card videos. So, but yeah, this person just like, they just want to embrace you. Like, you feel like home. Like, they just cannot understand like you're two different people, but you're two sides of the same coin. Like they are just super connected to you. But just be wary. I mean, this seems like some kind of manipulation here, some kind of just things to watch out for, right? I mean, of course, it's tarot. Take it with a grain of salt. As always, you know, be practical, but on the same token, I mean, you know, that Magician card coupled with the Three of Cups to me is like, ooh. And not to mention the Page of Wands. I mean, it just talks about all talk, no action. Like, you know, I feel like if this person has been making promises to you, they're promises that they can't keep. So just things to be wary of, okay, guys? Thank you so much for tuning in to this reading. If it resonated, please comment below. If it didn't, well, you know, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And stay safe, Brujitas.